Good afternoon, parents and families. Welcome to St. Catherine's, a tour of what we're doing around the COVID-19 pandemic that's happening in our world. So I'm starting here in the front. You know the school, those of you that are here. If this goes to other people, this is the front of our school here. On the Cypress side, we have another front on the harbor side. So we're going to walk around right now, and I'll show you some of the additions we've made to our school to keep it safe for the boys. To the dining room, coming up the stairs for the dining room. We're going to have two dining rooms now, so I'll show you the second one. But I want you to take a look at the white top, where the boys will be standing for morning prayer and salute and celebrations, and where the military will be meeting with them after school, and possibly the coach when he doesn't leave the field. So we've created the dots, so the boys will be told they can talk to one another if they're standing on a dot. Okay, so we're now in the dining room. This is the main dining room we've always been familiar with for our families that are returning. There's 48 places here for 48 of our boys. We're going to have two lunch times to divide our cadets up in two, and we have two dining rooms. So this is the regular one, but you notice that many tables have been moved out, and we have two chairs per table, and they're all 6 feet social distancing apart. Okay? This is the second dining room. This is commonly known as our social hall, but we know for a time we won't be having social events in mass numbers. So we've converted this to a second dining room. Over here, the food will be, the boys will go upstairs and get their tray. It'll be the older boys because the little boys will stay upstairs. It's easier for them. And the boys will come downstairs with their tray and find a place at the table. There's 48 seats here also. So that will be the first lunch, and the second lunch I think we might be able to fit just upstairs. We're going to see. We're going to play it by ear. It's going to be a lot of adjusting. We've done the work. Now we have to see how it's going to work with the boys. So out here on the blacktop that you've just seen, we'll have 4 double-sided sinks that you have the boys wash their hands after they're outside for recess or lunch recess. Anytime they're PE or military, they will be utilized. We're trying to keep them from congregating in the bathroom by a great number and close to each other, so we're separating them out. I think that'll be really good. We'll be sure that they're sanitized, and the teachers are taking care of that in the classrooms, and we're going to go there now. You've just come with us now into the classroom. This is a 8th grade classroom with bigger desks, and we've arranged it so that 15 boys can be in here at one time. You'll notice that Sister Joanne has put student on the card where they will be sitting. There's 2 desks here so they can spread out a little bit better, but it's 6 feet distancing on around every desk and between desks also. The teachers will be sure that they have sanitized all the desks and chairs and frames on the doors, doorknobs, every time the boys have left. And then I'm going to just, as Belinda's with me here, as they leave the rooms, they won't leave the rooms together anymore like they used to. It'll be one class at a time. And when they get out in the hallway, they'll have feet to follow 6 feet apart. And they'll go out one side of the school door, and they'll go around and come back in on the other side so that there's not traffic going both directions, bringing the boys close together. So they'll be separated all the time that they're here. Also in the classroom, the teacher will stand in this position so she has a good view of everyone, as well as those kids the boys that might be live streaming from home. So there'll be a camera, and the boys will be able to see the classroom and their teacher. The teacher will be able to connect with them also. It's being set up right now. I wish I could tell you more about it. I'm excited, but I know the man that's helping us do this, being very generous, and he's very knowledgeable. So I know it'll be well done, very well done. So the cadets will be coming in this door, and they'll be seated, and then they're going to leave after their class 1 row at a time and come out this door and go this direction while the other classes are still in. and after the one class leaves, the others will leave after. So it's going to be very well structured. Boys will be residents here. This is Charlie Company, and it's for 5 and 7 day residents. And we also have Alpha, Bravo, and Delta. We've set up Charlie. The others are being set up also to only have 13 beds. We usually have 21 beds in here, but we're cutting back because we want the social distancing. So you'll see the beds are apart by 6 feet in every direction, and safe for the boys to be in here at night. So it looks different. Those of you that have seen the dorm and the beds are all going one way, it's not going to happen during this time of COVID. You to see the little boys' play yard. We call it the cage, just to keep them safe, but it's not a cage. Anyway, we poured a new base on it this summer. We had a donor that paid for it, and it's a rubber surface. So instead of 2 inches thick, it's 3 inches, and they widened it a foot all the way around. So it's safer for the boys if they would jump off or if they would fall off. It would protect them much better. So we're happy about this. It was poured in April over Easter break, thinking the boys would come back and use it. So when they get to it, it's not brand new, but no one's played on it at this point. So now we're in the pool area, and we checked into it. It's an indoor pool, but it has a lot of outdoor resources. All the windows are usually open when the boys are in, and it has 4 outside doors that bring air in. And we have a top that can be opened up to bring air in. So we feel like it's safe. We've done our check on that. And it'll be good for the boys, cool them off a little bit in the hot weather. But they won't all go in at once. And they shower immediately when they get out and put their uniform back on. So we feel like it's safe for them. So here we are at the end of our first tour of the additions that have made and changes that have been made at St. Catherine's. We'll keep you updated over the summer as things happen. I told you a lot of things. We went to the dining room, the main dining room, and then the other main dining room now down in the social hall. We saw the dots outside on the white top that space us 6 feet for social distancing. We went into Charlie Companies, so anyone that's interested in boarding can see how we're going to handle that. We showed you outside for the play area and little boys' play area as well as the big boys. And we told you we're going to have sinks, 4 standing double-sided, so that's 8. Well, that should really help the boys keep their hands clean. I think we told you we're going to keep all the equipment clean and sanitized, and bathrooms will be sanitized after the boys are outside playing throughout the day. The maintenance staff is taking care of that for deep cleaning. We went into the classroom and saw the 8th grade Sister Joanne's classroom and how the desks are going to be set up so 15 boys can be present. I just want to add that we'll have masks. So the boys will be given 5 masks each according to the color of their company. So Alpha is yellow, Bravo is red, Charlie is green, and Delta is blue, and the leadership is black. So they'll be given 5 masks with a number on them. Number 1 for Mondays, number 2 for Tuesdays, etc. We want to be sure that they get them washed at home or here at school, wherever they reside. We want to keep that going. So I think we've covered as much as we can right now for you. We're still working, we're still generating ideas and trying to make it as safe as we can for our boys. So thank you for your attention. I hope this helps you. And we'll be Zooming again in July. I promised you that. And at that Zoom, we'll update you on more things, okay? For now, God bless you. Be safe, be healthy, and know that you're loved here at St. Catherine's.